Have you ever struggled with numbers on a box and what they mean? Well, guess what? Schwarzkopf Professional now has an alphanumeric system. And my name is Amber Hug, National Education Manager, and I'm here to tell you all about it. New on the boxes. Don't worry, Schwarzkopf users, that big number is still going to be the prominent number that's on the box. But for those of you that might be switching over and you're used to a letter rather than a number, those letters will be right below the number on the box. So as we start to break this down, let's talk about what the numbers mean, but also what letters are used for this. So look at this amazing chart. We wanted to not make it easy for you by knowing whether it's a letter or a number, but also by the color of the boxes. If you take a look at our new charts, this chart actually has a color that represents what that number or letter means. So let's break this down. When we're looking at the level or depth, that is that number before the dash on all of the boxes. That is going to be your depth or your level of color 1 through 10. When we look at the numbers after the dash or letters, that's going to represent what your tonal direction is. Looking at this, dash 0 is N. N is for natural, and if you notice, this box is a natural brown color, so it represents what that color is. Dash 00 now is natural extra. That one means there's extra pigment weight, so there's 25% more pigment weight, and that is that natural extra. The next number you have is dash 1. Dash 1 is called cendré. It is a blue-violet, and it also has CE for cendré. So it makes it easy to understand, and if you look, it's a blue-violet box that it's listed on to make it easy as you look at this chart. Dash 2 then is called ash, and that is a blue color direction. Therefore, we have an A for ash, and it is a blue color direction. So dash 2 being ash, right on a blue box on this swatch chart. If we look at the dash 3, that is a matte. Can you tell what color that is just by looking at the box? I can. Matte has M for matte, and it's on a green box. Therefore, it's a green color background, counteracting any red tones that you're going to see. When you look at the dash 4, that is beige. Beige is a muted gold. Do you notice how this box is a softer gold? And also B for beige makes sense. So when you see the letter B, you know that that is beige. When we're looking at dash 5 is gold, which is a yellow background. What do you think would be good for gold? A G. So we used G for the gold background, and it's on that yellow background, so you know exactly what that background color is. Looking at dash 6, warm brown. Chocolate is what it's called. So CH is the letter for chocolate. So when we look at this, you can tell it's kind of that rich, warm brown. So you can really tell just by looking at the color of the box. Dash 7, what color is that box? You've got it, copper. C for copper is listed right here. So we've got that orange color direction. Dash 8 then is red, which is a what? Red color direction. And that has a red box. So really tells you what that's supposed to be. And dash 9 is going to be violet in a violet box. So we really tried to break it down, not just with numbers, but also letters. And in case you want to use just the color that's in the background, you'll know what that color means. So when you break this down, your natural dash 0 is going to be your neutral tone. Those first 3 numbers, 1 through 3, are cooler tones. You can tell by looking at this chart. The dash 4 through dash 6, those are your warmer shades, and dash 7 through 9 are your reds. Now another helpful hint. Do you see this beautiful color circle? Especially if you're new to the brand, but even if you've been using the brand for a long time, this chart will help you when you're color formulating. Every number we have after the dash, which remember that number before is your depth or level, the number after then are your color directions. Every number combination that we have after the dash is listed here, but guess what? We also have the letters listed on the outside. So in your white box outside of this color circle are the numbers. So if you've been tried and true Schwarzkopf, those numbers are still there. If you're new to the brand and you're used to letters, those letters are in the black outer circle on this color circle. In your inner rings, we're listed 1 through 10. 1 is your lowest level, that is black. Lowest black, blackest black, darkest color, and you move your way up to the outer rings, which is level 10. So these rings, how to read them, I'm going to go with like my color, for instance. If I want to know where a 7-57, which is level 7, gold copper, lives on this chart, I can go into my level 7, come around to where I see a dash 57, which is right here, and see that my color sits right here on the color circle. Now, why does that help me? Well, what if I want to counteract a color? I'm seeing orange. I can come across the color circle in that same ring and find what level and what number or letter is going to counteract or neutralize my tone. By the same token, I have a -57. I'm sitting right in here. What if I want it to be more copper? I can enhance by coming this direction, or I can enhance by coming this direction and making it more gold. So this is going to be the most helpful chart that you can have in the salon, not only if you're new, but even if you are a seasoned stylist and you're trying to really formulate for your color. So this alphanumeric system is going to be beneficial for everyone, because even if you've been using the brand, you might sometimes still interchange -0, natural, N. It makes you think of that. So let us know what you think. We're super excited about the number system, and join us here to find out even more and check out our e-academy, skpeducation.com, where you can find even more information on this along with free online classes. Well, you've seen the number system and the alphanumeric system, and you've also seen the color circle. But what about when you're just reaching for a box of color from the color bar? So let's break down a box of color for you. I'm going to start with an easy one. This one is 4-33. So that is a level 4 matte extra. Whenever we have two numbers after the dash, that means there's two of those colors behind it. So matte extra means level 4 matte. So that means green extra. So when we're seeing 4-33, that's a 4-mm matte extra, which is going to counteract any red shades at that level 4. Next, let's talk about one of our most popular shades. This is 9-12. That is a level 9 CEA, because -1 is cendré, so CE stands for cendré, and A stands for ash. So 9-12 is 9 CEA. That means we have a blue violet and then a blue background in this color at a level 9. So if you're looking for a really cool shade to use to counteract any yellow orange, this is the perfect one for you. 9 CEA. Now let's talk about my color formula, 7-57. Level 7, and it's a 5-7, which is a gold copper, which means it's a GC. So this is a 7 GC or a 7-57. So this is a great shade that's going to have a little bit more gold than copper to make it a natural looking copper. So when you see 7-57, it's also 7 GC for gold copper. 3-0. We talked about it before. A 0 is natural, which means N. So 3N and 3-0 are the same shade. It's a level 3 natural. So whenever you see 3-0, just know 3N is a perfect name for it, as it's a natural. One more. Copper is super popular right now, so I'm sure you've seen this out and about. 7-77, level 7 copper extra. There's two coppers, so it's 7 CC. So 7-77 is the same thing as 7 CC, which is level 7 copper, also known as level 7 copper extra. So if you're looking for that very vibrant copper shade, this is your girl, 7-77 or 7 CC. So you may be asking, why did we decide to create an alphanumeric system? Well, when you guys talk, we hear you. And we've heard you say before that sometimes our number system is confusing. So we thought we'd make it easier for you. We did not change anything. We still have the number system. So if you're a tried and true Schwarzkopf user, it's still the same number system. We just now also contributed a letter to that number for those of you that might be used to a letter rather than a number, just to make things easier for you, especially if you're transitioning over from switching from another brand. So what we are excited about is that we're now a bilingual company. We speak both numbers and letters. So whenever you pick up a box, if you're a number person, it's 9-12. If you're a letter person, it's a 9 CEA for cendré ash. So hopefully this is going to make things even easier for you as you learn our number system.